You've got a financial situation here in the city. How do you eliminate the cost factors if you don't do more consolidation?
There are certain things, there are certain functions that absolutely need to be consolidated. I mean, the CAG report, the Citizens Advisory Group report, talks about...
CAG report, what is that now?
That was the group that Malcolm, Citizen Advisory Group, that Malcolm Salter chaired, and Ruth Ann Fuller, who's running for the Ward 7 board of, one of the Board of Aldermen at-large seats in Ward 7. Ruth Ann co-chaired it. There were a whole range of recommendations that they had, among them consolidating some functions and services between the school department and the city side. So there's certainly some overhead functions that can be consolidated on the city side, and I'm not running for the city side, I'm running for the school side. On the city side, good, fresh, creative management will always find new ways of doing things that lower cost and improve the outcome. If you've been through this in the corporate or nonprofit world, and you've seen what really experienced, talented leaders and managers can do, you learn that you can't map this stuff out in advance. The right leader gets his or her team in line, and they figure things out, and they try things, and they try a lot of things, and guess what? They fail some of the time also, and that's okay, because you can't have the successes you need in improving the financial picture if you're not willing to take some risks. On the school side, you've got overhead functions that can be combined, but you have to go further than that. The vast majority of the expenses are spent on instructional personnel, teachers and aides, salaries and benefits. And unless we find ways to improve the quality of education while being able to teach in a more efficient way, and that doesn't mean just increasing class size, you know, no problem. The budget's going to balance every year. And you know how we're going to balance it? We're going to sit there and we're going to cut teachers every year. We're talking about huge numbers of teachers. The CAG report, the Citizens Advisory Group report, makes it pretty clear, as does Superintendent Young. We have a cost structure that's growing at 6% or more a year, and as far into the future as we can see, revenues increasing 3% a year. Each percentage point is about $1.25 million, $1.5 million. So you're talking about several $1 million a year worth of cost that has to be eliminated. And if we don't change the way we do things, it's going to be eliminated by laying off teachers. That's a lot of teachers to lay off when you have to close a $3 to $4 million gap.